Hi there, my name is Drew, and if we haven't met before, welcome to ReadyBudgetGo. If this isn't your first time visiting my channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here either way. It's Monday night, and that is when I play 12 different savings games to put money toward my sinking funds. I am collating this money throughout the month, and then at the end of the month, I will randomize them into my 12 different sinking funds. So let's have some fun and save some money. Before I get started playing and saving, I better make sure that I've got the right amount of prop bills here in the tray. So let's do that first. I should have 3 10s, 9 5s, 7 2s, and 11 1s for $100. So I've got 1, 2, 3 10s, so that's correct. Should have 9 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 7 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 11 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And the reason that I use prop bills instead of real cash is because I no longer feel comfortable bringing large amounts of money to and from the bank. So it's easier for me just to use the prop money, and then I transfer it from my checking account into the account that holds all of the money for sinking funds. So all that being said, let's jump into Loteria, which is the first game this week, as every week. We're on regular Loteria this week, so let me get out that deck of cards and start to shuffle. If you haven't seen me play Loteria before, I continually shuffle, well, not continually shuffle, I shuffle and then deal the cards continually until I get a line of 4 somewhere on this card, whichever card I'm playing that week. Once I get that line of 4, I save $1 for every chip that is down on the card. So let's see how this week goes. Starting off with La Estrella, which we don't have. Oops. El Venado, nope. El Caso, no. La Rosa, nope. El Arbol, we do have that. El Paraguas, right up there. El Catrine, yep. El Cameron, nope. La Garza, it's down here. El Melon, don't see that. El Arpa, nope. El Tambor, no. El Borracho, nope. La Dama, so that opens up El Diablito for Loteria. La Chalupa we don't have. El Nopal we don't have. La Botea, it's right there. La Mano, nope. El Cotoro, no. La Bandera, nope. El Soldado, no. La Maceta, no. La Escalera opens up El Barril for a Loteria. La Pera opens up El Pajaro for a Loteria. El Cantarito, El Apache, La Sandia, La Corona, La Bota, El Bandolon, right there. El Corazon, and there's El Pajaro. So there is our Loteria, right up and down. They're on the right. That took quite a while. So I see 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chips down on the card. So I will put $10 into the Loteria envelope. I'm going to give these one quick shuffle for luck for next time. Never seems to work, but hey, you never know. Eventually it'll be lucky if I do it enough. Okay. We'll set that to the side. We'll get out the envelope here, or the binder rather. $10 going in. And so let's see what Loteria finishes the month with. It has 20, 30, 45, 46. Make sure I got, yep, just one of the 10s. Okay. Up next is going to be Sussed. And I do 2 of these a week. Sussed is a would you rather game. It gives you 3 possible answers. I save $2 for option A, $3 for option B, $5 for option C. All right. Oh, there's only one left on here. Okay. It says, which would I rather own? A fridge which kept food fresh forever. B, an oven which cooked food instantly. Or C, a chopping board which prepared my food for me. Well, it's either A or C, but I think a fridge that kept food fresh forever would be awesome because you never have to throw out anything. You never have to waste anything. So that's good for everybody. So I'm going to say option A. So that's $2. And let's get another card out. Give me just one moment here while I dig. There's one. Okay. It says, how would I rate myself at following instructions? A, 1 to 2 stars, B, 3 to 4 stars, or C, 5 stars. Depends on the kind of instructions. I mean, 5 stars for effort, but in reality, I'm probably 3 to 4 stars. Reason being, I am terrible at putting furniture together, no matter how clear the instructions are. I'm also not good at keeping myself from marking my fingers, but okay, so I'm going to put 2 back and take out a 5 because that is option B. We'll save these other 2 questions on here for next week. And let's see what is in envelope number 2 and how it finished for the month. Usually envelope 2 is pretty light. I have to get a lot of option C answers for it to be significant money here. Yeah, so we've got 25, 27, 28. And I know exactly which sinking fund I'm going to put this toward because that's not much. Not much for a 5-week month, right? So, okay, up next is the name game. This is a game that I bought at a thrift store when I lived in Washington State. I paid $3 whole for it. With this game, you get up to 5 clues to the identity of a famous person. I save $1 per clue. If I don't get it after the 5th clue, I save $10 as a penalty. So let's flip, and let's get clue number 1. Clue number 1 is Chico. I'm assuming that's Chico as in Chico and the Man, and I did not watch that show, so let's move on. Harpo. Oh, the Marx Brothers. So, So I'm going to say they're probably going to name all of them except for Groucho. So that's going to be my answer is Groucho Marx. Marx Brothers, okay. Mustache, yeah, sounds like Groucho. Cigar, yep, Groucho Marx, okay. So I got that after Harpo, so that's $2, and we'll play again. Okay. Flip. Let's see what this one says. Serpico? That means nothing to me. Hoo-ah. Okay. Scarface. Oh. Al Pacino? Michael Corleone. The Godfather. Is it Al Pacino? Al Pacino. Okay, so I got that after 3 clues, so that's $3. And I'm gonna stop there, just because if I get a penalty, that's $15. That's a lot for one of these early ones. Okay, so let's see what this envelope, and you know what, if this envelope has less than 30 in it, I will go again. But let's just see where it's at, or where it is. Yeah, it's got 30 exactly. So I'm going to stay there, and I'm actually going to swap those 2 5s for one of these 10s. Okay, let's move on to Dicetropolis. Dicetropolis is available from me in my Etsy shop as either a physical or a digital item. We are playing Boston this month, and it's going to get some glare, I think. It's like I have to have things out of reach, or glare, or you know what? Let me try this. Let me try this. We'll see if how well this works. So I'm going to use the 3 little aqua dice. Get out my dry erase marker. In Boston, you roll 3 dice for roll number 1, and you write down the highest number. You set that die aside. Roll number 2, you roll the 2 dice that are left. Again, you write down the highest number, set that die aside. And then roll 3, you roll the last remaining die. You add all of those up, and that's your score for the game. Okay, so let's see how we do here. So 5. Yeah, I'm still reaching. 3. And I'm not writing them down either. So I'm focusing on trying to keep things in the screen, or in the field of view here. And 6. Okay. So 8 plus 6, that's 14. Let's go again, and let me flip this around. I think I was better off doing it this way. Okay, 4 is the highest, so we'll set that aside, re-roll the other two. 4 again, set that aside, roll the last die, and a 3. So that's 11. And I think I'm going to stop there. So we've got 14 plus 11 is 25, and 2 plus 5 is 7. So 7 is what I'm going to save for Dicetropolis for the week. Let me get out my eraser here. Wipe this off so it's good to go next time it comes up. We will be playing a different Dicetropolis game next week. Dicetropolis is a set of 12 different games, all of which use D6s. So $7 needs to go in. So it looks like 5 and 7. So the Dicetropolis has 20, 30, 5, 7, 9, and 40. So I'm going to take all of this back, and I'll put in another 10. So $40 is where it finishes, and that's our last 10. So, okay. Alrighty. Dicetropolis 2 is next, and we are playing Add 'em Up. Dicetropolis 2 uses all D4 dice, and in this game we need 2 of them. Bring the dice tower back into view. So let's read through the instructions real quick. It says the object is to clear all of the numbers off the board. Roll 2 D4 dice, then remove the total rolled by striking out 1 or 2 numbers from that game. For example, if you roll a 1 and a 3, you can remove both the 1 and the 3 from play, or you can remove the 4. Continue rolling until all numbers are eliminated, or you make a roll that cannot be removed from the remaining numbers. Add the total remaining numbers and save that amount. Low budget, save $1 for each remaining number, regardless of value. So the strategy is a little bit different in this game than it is in Shut the Box, because there's no going down to 1 die. So if you have just the 1 left, you're going to be stuck with it, because you have to use exactly 2 dice. So first up, we've got a 4. And I am going to take the 3 and the 1. Make sure I don't get stuck eating that 1. Okay. 4 and a 2, so that's 6. And I will take the 6. 1 and a 3, so 4. We need 4 and a 3, or 2 1s, or something that adds up to 5. And we got a 4 and a 2. Okay, so we're going to eat the 5 and the 2, and I am going to stop there for the week and save $7 into the envelope. So let's erase that. Ready to go for next time. Well, not next time, but ready to go for the next time this game comes up, because we will be on to a different Dicetropolis 2 game in July as well. Okay. So envelope number 5. Let's put this in, see how much is there in total. So we've got 20, 35, 37. And we'll move on to Dicequarium. And we're playing Barracuda again. And just like with the previous 2, it's available in my Etsy shop. And next month we will be playing a different game. So this is the 29th. So the Barracuda number is 1. Because it's an odd number day. The instructions say roll 2 d6 dice and track the number of rolls. Continue rolling until the Barracuda number, which is 1, comes up on at least 1 die. Once you roll the Barracuda number, it's game over. Save $1 for each safe roll. Roll the Barracuda number on the first roll, play again, and save double the total number of safe rolls. All right. So right off the bat, we've got the Barracuda number. So we're going to multiply times 2, and we're going to play a new game. And we got it again. All right, so I'm not multiplying again. All right, so there's 1 safe roll, 2 safe rolls, 3 safe rolls, and there we go. So we've got 3 times 2, which is 6. And I will stop there. because Barracuda or this envelope got a lot of money earlier in the month. All right, so $6 is going into Dicetropolis 2, into Dicequarium. And Dicequarium, there are 8 aquatic-themed games to play. All right, so Dicequarium now has 20, 40, 5, and 6. Up next is going to be Fruit Machine. So let me take out the card here that tells us how much to save based on what we roll. Move that dice tower closer. We'll take out the 3 fruit dice. We're trying to make 3 of a kind in 4 or fewer rolls, so let's see how it goes. Cherry, watermelon, and diamond, and I am going to go for the diamonds, because why not? Watermelon, lemon, 2 more rolls left. Another diamond, so we got 1 more roll to make another diamond. And a cherry. So we got 1 cherry, so that's $2. Let's go again. 2 plums and an orange, so let's save the plums. Oops, that was a plum, I promise. You all saw it. Cherry, lemon, and lemon. Okay, so nothing there, so that's $1. Okay, I'm going for diamonds again. Plum and lemon, watermelon, lemon, and orange and watermelon. Dice just don't seem to like me today. Cherry, lemon, and plum. Let's go for cherries. Another cherry, last roll, and an orange. Okay, so I think I'll stop there. So I have $3, $5, $6, $7 going into this game for the week. Clear this off here. 5 and 7. This one is available on my Etsy shop as either a physical or a digital. If you get the physical version, you get the 3 dice with it. If you get the digital version, then you will need to print out the save table and also make your own dice from blanks. But you'll get all the artwork to do it. Okay, so Fruit Machine this month has 20, 30, 5, 40, 2, 4, and 6. This needs to go in first. And then everything else behind it. And now let's move on to Quicks, which I need the scorecard for. We're starting a new card this week because we finished the one last week. So that means that we are on the red row. I'll get out 2 white dice and 1 red. If you haven't seen me play Quicks before, it is the way that I play it as a solo savings game. A lot like Shut the Box, but I'm using 3 dice and I have to use exactly 2 numbers to make a number on the line. If I can't use any of the numbers because they're already crossed off, then it's game over. All right, so that was a good first roll. So we've got 9, 10, and 11. And I'm going to take all 3 of those. Let's go again. 7, 6, and 9. So I'm going to take the 6. I'll leave the 7 because it's easier to roll. 8 and 5. So I will take the 5. I'm going to take the 8 too, just because getting these is pretty tough and we're getting late in the game. 3, 7, and 8. 3, should I take the 7? Yeah, I'm going to take that 7 just because I don't want to get stuck with it. And I've got really low and really high numbers left. And we're out. So, because we've got 6, 7, and 5. So, 12 plus 2 plus 4 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. So that is what I'm going to save this week. Usually on this game, if it's 12 or less, I will save that amount. Otherwise, I start adding numbers together. Okay, so 5, 7, 9. And I encourage anyone else to do the same, to make your savings games and your budget work for you. Alrighty. So this month, Quicks got $49 because it had 40 and we're adding 9. And the scorecard, very important. Okay, up next is Tucano. Tucano is a card game commercially available. I bought it at a specialty game store in Portland, Oregon last year. I'm going to give it a shuffle, and I will deal 6 cards in a very specific pattern. And then score accordingly, and I will explain how I score after the cards are dealt. Okay, shuffle, cut. 1, 2, oh dear, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, this is going to be a very interesting game. So this card means we swap the first and last. I'm going to deal another one here. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, we're going to swap them right back. Okay, well, this one might not score anything. Let's see. So I score Tucano, according to what position each card is in, and I don't need a death grip on those cards anymore. So this card is in position number 1. Position number 1 is -2. This one is in position 2. Position 2 is -2. This one is in position 3. Now on cards that look like this, if it's an even, I use the number on the left. If it's an odd, I use the number on the right. So this is in position 3, so it's odd, so we're using 2. This will cancel out one of these other 2 cards, so I'm just going to flip them both over. This is in position 4, but it has amounts available only for 1 and 2, so I'm going to flip that over. This is position 5, and it has 1, 2, and 3 only, so I'm flipping this over. And this is position number 6, and position 6 is even, so it's a -1. So we end up scoring -3, as in take $3 out of the envelope. I'm not going to do that. I am just going to pretend this game didn't happen. I am going to wash the cards a little bit to mix up those toucans. And then I will shuffle, cut, and deal again. And if you've never been to a casino or are not familiar with card dealing principles, this is called washing the cards. It is a great way to mix up the cards quickly. When you're starting from like a blank deck, not a blank deck, but one where all the cards are in order. So, a little bit of trivia, if you didn't know, from back in my gambling days. Those days are largely behind me, but I still enjoy playing games, and only now I save money rather than spending it. Okay, once, twice, 3 times a lady. All right, let's see how this one goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, well, right off the bat, these don't have anything for 5 or 6. We're going to flip those over, but everything else can be scored. So this is in position 1, so we're using the number on the right, because it's odd, so that's 3. Position 2, that's a 0, so we'll flip that over. And position 3 is a 3. So the top row here scores 6. And then down here, we have a 2 in position number 4, which is where this is, so that's 8. So 3 plus 3 plus 2, 8. So that is what I will say for Tucano for the week. Took a while to get there, but we got there. I love this game. Totally different rules if you play it with other people, just completely different. I mean, those numbers do mean something in regular gameplay, but I adapt it to be a savings game. So, okay, $8. Just one. Going into envelope number 9. And we'll join the money that's already in here. Oh, come on. $5, and then the 2, and then the 1. So we have 20, 30, 5, 40, 2, 3, and 4. All right, moving on. Time for Dice Fecta. We are on D6 Dice Fecta. So I will bring back the dice tower, try to minimize the glare here. And I just need 1 die for this. So if you haven't seen Dice Fecta before, the way that it's played is you roll whatever die it tells you. So we're rolling a D6. You mark off the numbers as you go, And then once you fill up one of these 4 sections, you say Dicefecta, and then you score according to whether you are doing high budget, medium budget, or low budget, and I'll explain all 3 once we get there. So we're starting off with a 2. Bless you. 4. 1. Just like that, we've got Dicefecta. So it's right there. So our Dicefecta is a 7. That's our high, because we're adding the numbers in the section. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. Medium budget, you save $1 for every spot that's marked off on the card. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Low budget, you save the last number that you rolled, which is 1. So I'm going to go high budget this week, because high budget is only 7. And I might play again. Yes, I'm going to play one more time. Okay, so here we go. 6, 4, and 5. So Dicefecta again, wow. Okay, so this time the high budget is 15. Medium budget is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And low budget is 5. So I'm going to go medium budget, and I'll save 6. So a total of $13 is going into the Dicefecta envelope, number 10 this week. Just erase this again. Okay. That is Dicefecta. Dicefecta is available in physical and digital on my Etsy shop. And in the month of June, Dicefecta has produced 20, 30, 5, 40, 2, 3, and 4. 44. Not bad. All right. Cute Machine is up next. Always turn that the wrong way. So I need 5 cute little dice with cute little animals on them. There's 3. Where are 4 and 5? There they are. Okay. So with Cute Machine, it's similar to Fruit Machine, but now we're looking for 5 of a kind. And we have adorable little animals to help us. We have dolphins, otters, dogs, cats, turtles, and penguins. So I'm going to give these a Drew shake and wake them up. And the cats woke up, so I will set those aside. You have 4 rolls to make as many of a kind as you can. 3 penguins. Okay, well, I can take a hint. Switch to penguins. 2 rolls left. Dolphin, dog. Whoops. Otter and otter. Okay, so 3 penguins, $2. Let's go again. And we've got cats again. All right. Another cat. 2 rolls left. Dolphin, dog, and dog, turtle. So 3 cats, which is $4. Keep going. Oh, 3 cats again. 3 more rolls. 1, no cats. 2, no cats. 3, 1 more cat. Okay. So we did not have 4 turtles. I don't know why that was marked. 5 plus 4 plus 2. So $11 is going into Cute Machine for the week. Maybe I just didn't erase this last time. I don't know. Okay. So 5, 10, and 11. Ooh, less than I thought. Okay. Because I went twice and Dicefecta, darn it. All right. So in Cute Machine, we now have 20, 30, 5, 42, 3, and 4. $44. Last up is going to be Flip 7. Flip 7 is commercially available, and if you didn't see me play it last week, it was a humdinger. 8, 9, 10, 11, $12 to save. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that puts me kind of in the danger zone here, but let's see how it goes. So Flip 7, if you have not played it before, it's commercially available. It's sort of a, I don't want to say it's similar to Uno, but it's not that different from Uno. So you have these cards that have different numbers on them, oops, except in the Flip 7 deck, So for example, here's a 9, so there's a total of 9 9s in the deck. There's 11 11s. There are 3 3s, etc. And there's also special cards that'll force you to draw, add to your score. There's a freeze, there's a second chance. So, okay, give them a cut. You have to deal, in my version, you have to deal at least 3 cards, and then you can decide if you want to go on from there. So 11, that's not good. Oh dear, flip 3. Okay, well, we have to take the next 3. So 10 times, oh dear. Oh dear. All right, well, I'm already out. Oh goodness, and plus 8. What a mess. All right, so there's a penalty. It's $1 per card. 1, 2, 3, so 3 cards, but I have to add in the times 2. What do I do with that? I think I'm just going to count that as an extra card. So, hang on, move everything down here. So we'll say 3, 11, 12, and a $10 penalty is 22, and I'm adding them together. I'm going to put in $4 because I put in a lot of money in this envelope last week. But that also means I'm going to play again. So let me, if I need to take out a little more money, that's fine. But this envelope already has a lot in it. So, and I'm not going to wash these cards because we'd be here all night. Or at least I won't do that on camera. I might do it off camera just to get them really mixed up. Okay, new game. Oh, not good. Oh, really not good. 3. Ooh. The 3 worst cards you can pull without going bust. So I am going to stop. So 10, 11, and 12 is 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I still have a little bit of money left. I think what I'm going to do is I will put all of this into that envelope, and then I will go back to Sust and answer the next question. And if I need to pull out a few more dollars, that's fine. So that's all going in, kind of haphazardly. I will come back and condense this at the end, so stay tuned for that if you'd like to see it. So 20, 45, 47, 49, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $57 going into one sinking fund this month. That's a lot for me. And I did have $2. Where did I? Oh, they're right here. Okay. So I will give my honest opinion with Sus. So if it's answer A and it's only $2, that's fine. If I need to pull in another $1 or $2, that's okay too. All right, but let's see what the next question is. Next question says, where would I prefer to travel? A, around Europe, B, around Asia, or C, around South America? Depends. If I'm on my own, it's Europe. If I'm with other people, South America. Oh, goodness. And if I were 100 pounds lighter, maybe Asia. But I'm going to say Europe because we don't know that there's other people. Oop, wrong marker. Where's the, there it is. So that will get $2 for my honest opinion going into the Sust envelope. And then what I'm going to do is I will get out the rest of the placeholder money and I will condense these. And then coming up this weekend, I will have another video out where I allocate all of the saved amounts to the sinking funds. And I will also have everything transferred into that savings account where all the sinking fund money sits waiting to be used. Okay, so 5s and 10s. Got your 20s. Oops. 50s and 100s. I won't need the 100s, but I will need at least 150 for that last envelope, the flip 7. Alrighty. So, envelope number 1 has 20, 30, 46, so 2 10s for a 20. Just 120. Is that what I have? It feels like 2. Ha-ha. Aha! This is why I sticker the prop bills, because they're so hard to get apart, especially when they haven't been used before. Okay, and then sussed, or envelope 2 rather, has 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 5, 2, 3 ones for a 10. Envelope 3 is all condensed with $30. Nothing we can do there. Envelope 4 has 20, 30, 40. Envelope number 5, 20, 35, 37. That's all we can do. Or nothing we can do, rather. Dice Aquarium, envelope 6, 20, 46. Nothing we can do there. Fruit Machine, envelope number 7, 20, 35, 40, 2, 4, and 6. So we'll put back this 16 and take out 21. No, we'll put back this 21 and take out 21. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so 46 still. Envelope 8 has 20, 45, 7, and 9. Almost needs a 50, but not quite. Envelope 9, 20, 30, 5, 40, 2, 3, and 4. So 2 ones for a 2. And then a 10 and 2 5s for a 20. Okay, envelope number 10, 20, 30, 5, 40, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 44 still. Envelope 11, 20, 30, 5, 40, 2, 3, and 4. 44 back to back. And I hope once I do my stuffing for all these sinking funds that I get some of these 20s back, because I'm running low and I prefer to use the ones that have stickers on them. And then envelope number 12 has a whole bunch. 20, 40, 5, 47, 49, 50. Let's just take that. 40, 5, 49, 50. I think this should be 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay. So 5 ones for a 5. Alrighty. So that is it for this week. Like I say, I will have a video coming out this weekend for the sinking fund allocation, where all of this money will get randomized into my 12 different sinking funds. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and until I see you in the next one, take care.